As the world stands on the brink of a new era in aerial warfare, fifth-generation fighters are becoming increasingly obsolete. Technologies that were considered cutting-edge just yesterday can no longer guarantee absolute air superiority today. The growing interest in Chinese and Russian developments, along with constant threats from new and unpredictable adversaries, demands the creation of a new generation of airborne machines. In response to these challenges, the U.S. Air Force has launched an ambitious project set to change everything. Its name, F-47, a sixth-generation fighter, equipped not only with incredible range, speed, and stealth capabilities, but also with the ability to operate in tandem with entire swarms of drones. It will not just be an air combat machine. It will be a symbol of a new approach to air dominance. As the world eagerly awaits its debut, high-ranking officials and military commanders are engaged in heated debates over what exactly the next step in fighter evolution should be. But all current perceptions of modern threats will shift the moment the F-47 lifts its nose into the sky for the first time. But what exactly will this new fighter look like? What technologies will set it apart from numerous competitors? And what steps have already been taken in its development? In this episode, we will dive into the latest data on the F-47, explore what is known so far, and try to envision what it might look like in reality. We'll examine the boldest predictions and the key technologies that could grant it the long-awaited edge in aerial combat. On March 21, 2025, U.S. President Donald Trump announced the signing of a contract with Boeing for the development and serial production of a manned sixth-generation fighter under the NGAD, Next Generation Air Dominance Program. The announcement was made in the presence of Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth and Air Force Chief of Staff General David Allvin. U.S. Air Force representatives stated that experimental testing of the F-47 has been underway since 2020, and the service intends to commission it by the end of the decade, making it the first American sixth-generation fighter. Ever since the first rumors about the F-47 project emerged, one thing was clear. This is not just another fighter, it is a true revolution in military aviation. Developed under the NGAD, Next Generation Air Dominance Program, it is designed to replace the aging F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II, ensuring the U.S. retains unquestioned air superiority. But what makes it so special? Why is there so much secrecy surrounding it? And will it truly redefine the rules of aerial warfare? The key feature of the F-47 is its radically new design. The aircraft is built as a tailless flying wing with a triangular fuselage. This not only reduces its radar signature, but also enhances its aerodynamic performance. Additionally, the fuselage is covered with a special composite material that absorbs radio waves. According to experts, this will make the F-47 nearly invisible to modern air defense systems, including the most advanced Russian and Chinese radars. However, the most groundbreaking innovation lies in its engine. The F-47 is equipped with a next-generation adaptive power plant developed under the PCA, Penetrating Counter-Air Program. Unlike conventional jet engines, it utilizes three separate airflow streams, one for primary thrust, a second for cooling the engine and reducing the thermal signature, a third for jet stream control and maneuverability. This design significantly reduces the aircraft's infrared signature, making it a challenging target even for the most advanced heat-seeking missiles. According to preliminary data, the F-47's maximum speed will exceed Mach 2, while its range will be 50% greater than that of the F-22. This will allow it to operate deep within enemy territory without the need for mid-air refueling. But the most controversial aspect of the project is the use of drones. The F-47 is not being developed as a standalone fighter, but as a central command platform for an entire fleet of unmanned aerial vehicles. These drones can perform various roles: reconnaissance and target acquisition, electronic warfare and jamming enemy radar, intercepting incoming missiles, striking both aerial and ground targets. The F-47 pilot will be able to control an entire squadron of drones in real time, coordinating their actions directly from the cockpit. Essentially, this transforms the F-47 into a flying command center, capable of engaging entire groups of enemy fighters alone. However, there are critical concerns. How secure are these drones against cyber attacks? Can a single pilot effectively manage a swarm of UAVs in real combat conditions? How effective will these technologies be against modern air defense systems? For now, these questions remain unanswered. But one thing is certain, this approach is set to revolutionize aerial warfare strategy. The NGAD program, under which the F-47 was developed, has been plagued by controversy from the very beginning. Initially, three major companies competed for the contract: Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Northrop Grumman. However, in 2025, Donald Trump, as the 47th President of the United States, unexpectedly awarded the contract to Boeing, despite Lockheed Martin being considered the frontrunner. This decision triggered a political firestorm. Lockheed Martin filed an official protest. Media reports accused the deal of corruption and political lobbying. The Pentagon faced internal debates over the project's cost. The main issue? A single F-47 is 3 times more expensive than the F-35, raising doubts about the feasibility of mass production. Additionally, funding for the program has been frozen multiple times, leading to delays. Originally, the aircraft was expected to enter service by 2028, but now that timeline has shifted closer to 2030. Currently, 3 experimental prototypes of the F-47 have been built. They are undergoing a series of tests as part of the NGAD program. The development cost of the project has already exceeded $20 billion, making the F-47 one of the most expensive aviation programs in history. But the main question is, how much will one such fighter cost? Preliminary estimates suggest that the price of one production unit may exceed $300 million, twice as much as the F-22 Raptor, and nearly 4 times more expensive than the F-35 Lightning II. This figure is causing controversy among military officials and politicians. Will the U.S. budget allow for mass production of such expensive machines? Will the funds invested in the project be recouped? How many fighters will the U.S. Navy and Air Force be able to purchase? If the cost cannot be reduced, the F-47 may share the fate of the F-22. It will be produced in limited numbers, and the focus will once again shift to cheaper platforms. In any case, the future of the F-47 remains uncertain. Despite all the controversies, the F-47 will become the world's first 6th-generation fighter. Its technologies could radically change the balance of power in the air. If the aircraft proves its combat effectiveness, the U.S. will gain absolute air superiority, the ability to strike without the risk of being detected, full control over the tactical situation through drones. However, if the program fails, the F-47 risks becoming the most expensive and useless project in the history of American aviation. Which of these scenarios will become a reality? We'll find out in the coming years. What do you think about it? Share your opinion in the comments.